in My Schoolwork Is a Mess, it's a story about Dakota. Dakota is a student who is struggling with schoolwork. So he's struggling with keeping the schoolwork organized. He's struggling with turning things in on time. He's struggling with kind of all aspects of time management and homework skills and study skills. So this ends up making his mom upset. So his mom steps in. She's another key player in the story. She helps Dakota go on this path of learning study skills and learning that he can have more control over his academics, and that can help him. There's also a caring teacher that comes in along the way that sees these positive changes in Dakota. In the beginning of the story, this character, this teacher, is a little bit tough on Dakota, but as time goes on, he sees that Dakota is trying and making these changes, and in the end, he ends up really being a cheerleader for Dakota. I relate to almost every character in the book. I relate to Dakota because I know what it feels like to feel like you're trying so hard and things are falling through the cracks, or people aren't happy with what you're doing. And you're like, what? I'm doing so much. Like, how can you not be happy? So I know that feeling in the beginning of the book where he's like, what did I even do wrong? And then I also relate to the mom because I have two children who I try to give them control and ownership over their homework. And sometimes I see that they need me to step in a little bit more and help guide them. So there's that balance of wanting them to take control so that they can feel successful and know that they can do it on their own, but also knowing that as a parent, sometimes you need to model that and you need to see how much support they need. And then I also saw myself in the school counselor because I was a school counselor for 14 years. And I would often meet with students about academics, either because they weren't doing well or because they wanted to do better and they had goals for themselves. So I was always sharing different study skills tips and organization tips. And it was great to see the counselor be able to do that. And it really helped Dakota, which is nice. I had that experience too. So I saw myself in almost all the characters.